So a ceasefire is in place, but Pakistan is not off the hook. A, because India has made a major decision. Like I just told you, any future act of terror from Pakistan will be treated as an act of war. They will face much worse than Operation Sindoor. And B, there is no letting up of the pressure, no rollback of the diplomatic measures like the suspension of the Indus Waters Treaty. It's very much in place. India is not lifting the suspension of this treaty just yet. Many other moves were made in the wake of the Pahalgam attack, like visa restrictions for Pakistanis, the suspension of cross-border trade, and the Kartarpur corridor. No relief has been announced on any of these fronts yet. And Operation Sindoor has further cemented India's strong position. Our response was swift, structured, and successful. It delivered results across 3 domains: military, diplomatic, and strategic. Let's start with India's military wins. Operation Sindoor was a bold operation. It was India's most extensive cross-border action in a long time. The scale of the operation was much bigger than Balakot in 2019 and Uri in 2016. Also significant was the precision of India's strikes. The mission lasted barely half an hour, but within that short window, India hit 9 terrorist factories in 7 cities in Pakistan. And the targets were wide-ranging, from Pakistan-occupied Kashmir near the border to as deep as Pakistan's province of Punjab. The Indian military hit as far as Bahawalpur, a location that was earlier considered off-limits. Bahawalpur city was the farthest among the 9 targets hit this time. It is 100 kilometers away from the Indian border. Bahawalpur is the home base of the Jaish-e-Mohammed, the home base of Masood Azhar, a UN-proscribed terrorist and the man behind the 2001 attack on the Indian Parliament. India managed to take out Jaish-e-Mohammed base without touching any civilian or military infrastructure. It was a demonstration of India's capability to strike with precision. Indian forces bypassed and jammed Pakistan's air defense grid. They exposed the weakness of Pakistan's defenses, and they did so in a responsible manner.
India exercised its right to respond and preempt, as well as deter more such cross-border attacks. These actions were measured, non-escalatory, proportionate, and responsible. They focused on dismantling the terrorist infrastructure and disabling terrorists likely to be sent across to India.
The message from Operation Sindoor is quite clear. Distance is no longer a barrier for the Indian forces. They can strike targets anywhere in Pakistan. So that's the military achievement. Now let's look at the diplomatic win. India's action drew broad international support. The United States, the United Kingdom, Israel, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, the UAE, all 27 EU member states, they backed India's right to defend itself. Israel said India has every right to hit back. Russia urged global cooperation against terrorism. And US President Donald Trump also expressed solidarity. Finally, on the strategic front, Pakistan's terror factories are back in focus. The world is talking about them again. Over the past week, Pakistan's support to terror proxies has come under fresh scrutiny. And India should keep it at the top of the global agenda. In July, there's a meeting of the FATF, the Financial Action Task Force. This is the global anti-terror financing watchdog. Pakistan is likely to face tough questions at the FATF. India must not ease up now. It must maintain sustained pressure and build a long-term campaign, one that doesn't wait for the next provocation. With the ceasefire in place, India has a clear upper hand. It struck hard, it stood firm, and it brought the conversation back to accountability. Operation Sindoor has changed the game. Terror camps have been destroyed, air superiority has been established, and India has secured global backing. Above all, it has drawn a new red line for Pakistan. The next such misadventure will be treated as an act of war. The old rules of engagement do not apply.